A harmonica is a small rectangular wind instrument with a row of metal reeds along its length, held against the lips and moved from side to side to produce different notes by blowing or sucking. Whoa, at least by a dinner first. Harmonicas are very cool. To quote Bob Dylan, "How my lone guitar played sweet for you that old time melody, and the harmonica around my neck I'd do it for you free." Bob Dylan used his harmonica to get girls. As a game developer, that's kinda out my skill set, so I will be turning my harmonica into a controller instead. A huge inspiration for this video was CodeBuild's video where he made Guitar Hero with a guitar. In this video he uses a Python script that takes the guitar note and turns it into a key input, so basically the guitar is like a keyboard. No, not that kind of keyboard, this kind of keyboard. I thought this would be a good approach, because during the video he makes it look really easy. Now, I might not be able to code in Python. I know you guys are my loyal fans that thought I could do anything, but I cannot do anything in Python. So the method he used, I wouldn't be able to. I'm gonna go straight to Unity. Unity is what I use for all my videos. It's a C# based game engine. My method to detect notes would be like this. When I play harmonica, it picks up the hertz of the note being played. And that's how I'll know if it's an A note or a D note or so on. And then I have functions so that if the game thinks I played an A note, it jumps or does some. That's basically how it works. So now I've made the harmonica into a controller. I added a thing in the console so that when I play an A note or a D note, it says that. And the same with C and all the others. Now, this did not work straight away, so I had to change some of the ranges of the notes so that it would detect them easier. It took a while with the testing, but eventually I got it to work. Now it's time to make the game. I wanted two main functions, so I decided on an infinite runner game where you'd be able to shoot notes out of your harmonica and also jump over obstacles, similar to the Google Dinosaur game. I also think an infinite runner game is a really good type for this type of project, because like a game like Guitar Hero or Beat Saber that both use, unconventional methods of input for gameplay, they are based on fast reactions. So when you see a note coming up on Guitar Hero, you have to quickly press on the guitar. And when you see a block on Beat Saber, you have to really quickly slice it. And for my game, when you see an obstacle coming up, I want the player to think very fastly about how they're going to play the note on the harmonica. I started by taking the sprite sheet I had from a previous video of Santa running and giving him a guitar and harmonica, so now that we had Marty Schwartz ready, I could begin on work on the rest of it. Marty Schwartz, please don't kill me, I love your guitar tutorials. Pretty quickly I had it done, so blowing on the first hole would make him jump.
Yeah, I would literally...
And if blowing can make him jump, imagine what subscribing could do, because they're saying 2026 is going to be the year of the Wazoot, and I want you guys in on it early, and subscribe, and it's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you want to in the future. Next, I had to give the player something to jump over. I decided to just use the placeholder of an evil red box. I added some particles for when the player hits it, and like I said before, the jump was triggered on blowing the first hole. I took a few attempts at this. My first was for the platform to move, and all the obstacles would be a child of the platform and move with it, but then I changed it so that the obstacles would move independently in the direction of the player instead. I added some blood particles using Unity's particle system, a great system for particles in Unity games. Look at that blood, it's so immersive, it feels like it's in the game. So then I had to work on the enemy obstacle and shooting mechanic. I decided on the bullets to be music notes, and to shoot you draw on the first hole of the harmonica. I made 3 sprites for the bullets, but only used one, and added the rest of this aura effect around the player when they use the harmonica. For a bit of context, harmonica has 10 holes, and blowing means you exhale into them, and drawing means you inhale. Now these all produce different notes, which is what gives different inputs. The enemy for now would be the frightening green box. I move towards the player unless stopped by drawing the first hole and firing the note at it. I did a game over screen with this pixel art text that I found online that I did a game over screen with this pixel art text that I found online that I thought looked cool. I had this NES remake console a few years ago, and Super Mario Bros. 3 had similar text. I think it was Super Mario Bros. 3. I don't remember because there was a lot of games on there that it might have been. I also had the SNES remake as well, so maybe this game on that. I think a Nintendo harmonica game would have been so cool back then. It'd be like the shit. If anybody could get me in touch with a Nintendo game developer from 35 years ago, just let me know. Comment. I changed the green box and red box to a fire hydrant and a bird. And for the bird, I added some blood particles using this particle system. I then finished it by adding a looping background to make it seem like the player is running more. Now, it's a very, very janky game. Well, we're talking about how much it works. It kinda doesn't. Sometimes when I play chords and say I'm playing a different one, it would just not pick one up, and I couldn't find out why. Sometimes I would reload the game and it would just break, and I just couldn't find out why. It doesn't work much, but I could still play it a little bit, and if I got going, whoa, it's good on that harmonica. Watch me go, man, I'm good. So now we must answer the final question. Can I play that down on a harmonica? Oh, of course I can. And now the other question. Did I turn a harmonica into a controller? Yes. I do think so. But maybe it's like a broken controller for player 2 that you give to your little cousin and it's not plugged in, so they just think they're playing when they're not. And the game, it's no Ultra Go, because nothing will ever has as much aura and be as fun as Ultra Go. My favourite game ever. Here's me playing Ultra Go with the harmonica. There's no way anybody's believing this bit. The game only had 2 possible inputs, which wasn't super ideal because there's so much more to harmonicas than just blowing and drawing the first hole. Like, there's a technique with the harmonica called bending, where you do this tongue thing. Like, imagine how cool it would be for that to be in the game. If I ever had to do this again, I think I would add more physical inputs to the harmonica, similar to what Danny did to that banana 100 years ago. I know it was only 7 years ago, but in TikTok time, that's when films were silent. My next video actually might be a short. Shorts. Oh, YouTube shorts. Oh, dopamine. Because there's this cool game jam I want to do, and you have to... I spent way too long editing this fucking video, so I wasn't able to do the game jam. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hype the video if that's still a thing. I haven't seen anything die as fast as that feature since the Michael meme on TikTok. You guys know about the Michael meme? Remember the Michael meme? Goodbye, guys. I will see you in the next one. Now, just because I didn't think that this video would feel complete if I didn't, here's me trying to play Doom with a harmonica. Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna go. It's just hard because there's so many like mechanics to it. Okay, I just blew up a fucking barrel. Doesn't really mean anything. I have absolutely no clue how he does that. Need enter? I can't. Wait. Let's need press enter. I'll just need to change the inputs. Give me a minute. When I started learning game dev when I was like 12, I didn't think I'd spend my evenings blowing into a harmonica trying to play Mario. Fuck. Shit. Fuck, dude, the read is so busted on this piece of shit, man. Okay, I can't get it to work. So, thank you guys for watching. And I might play Piano Man for you. Or I might not. Goodbye.